All right, as you scroll down on this page, you can see, oh my gosh, look how many ads there are, which is why we take up so much space with our A+ content. This is called a brand story. This is the most newest module you can add to an Amazon detail page and is frequently overlooked and missed by most people. You need to fill this out. It's a great way to tell the story, get additional real estate in here, see how I can scroll left and right and click on different products and ask different questions and get average order values up by linking and connecting my products. It's a great module. Takes up an entire space of an entire fold of a particular product. When you scroll down, you see product description. This is the A+ content module. You'll notice that you can put in lots of pictures, lots of text. Please keep in mind when you're working on SEO and your product keywords that the text inside of the image does not help you for your indexing. However, if you right-click it and hit inspect, you can look at the HTML code and it's image alt equals. This is called alt text. And in here, you can fill in 100 characters. It is characters this time of text, essentially, to put in keywords and search terms to try and extrapolate for additional things. The consumer technically could find this, but nobody ever looks up the code when they're shopping like this. So this is another place you can put misspellings and Spanish and other things. But if you're like me, you just put Spanish right into the text there and go for that exact match. This doesn't work in every product or category, but for this product it does, which is why I'm getting away with adding some Spanish text in there. And then notice just how much sheer volume of space I take. I mean, I'm just taking a tremendous amount of space. That's intentional because when you do your keyword research, the most important thing that you do after you do the research is implement it and put it into your copy. Well, to do that, you need lots of space. So here's the rule of thumb that I use. Text is for robots and pictures are for people and humans. And therefore, your secondary image stack up here is extraordinarily important to consumers. But this text in the bullets and the titles and the search terms and the brand story and the A+ content and the description inside of these blocks is for the robots. And with that in mind, keyword stuff as much as you possibly can because the consumers never read this text. They do read the text inside of the images for whatever reason. So if you're going to make sure they read something, put it inside of the image, even though that doesn't help you with the robots. Down here, I really like the product grid module. It's one of my favorite modules inside of A+ content because guess what? It's another place you can stick additional keywords and you can go in here and say what things it includes, what things it doesn't include, and link to the other products. Notice how I have the get this CTA or call to action inside of the product images. That's because we found that when we include it, it increases our average order value. People are going to come in and buy more than one thing. I cross-pollinate across the brands. Sometimes I'll connect things that aren't a direct fit to the current product just because I know if I do that, I'm going to pick up some additional sales, which is way better than them scrolling down further and checking out my competitors' stuff. You'll also see here that we have a follow button. This is the brand store as well as the social media posts that we've been making. So once you make this master keyword research and do all of your keyword research, you need to implement it not only into the listing, but also into your social media strategy because there's a lot of benefit into putting it into social posts and considering all of the value that you can gain free traffic. Now, in the past, these social posts only showed up on mobile, but as you can clearly see now, they're starting to show up on desktop, and that means these are additional real estates to take versus, guess what? You look down here and you see competitor products. And so we don't want to lose them to the competitors. We want to keep them on our brand, on our stuff. So taking up as much space as possible, filling out every one of these fields, not only long, big A+ luscious photos and content and brand stories, but also filling out the social posts and keeping these fresh and cross-pollinating all of the different things that a brand can post like this. And then once you go over to the brand store, you can see there's a bunch of products you can load here, additional opportunities to tell the brand story. You can build out an entire storefront with sub-pages like this. So these are all the things you're going to do once you do the keyword research and you track everything. But if we go back over to Cerebro here and check it out,